All right, Devil Horn salute. Give me a second. Get my gear test up here. Some old school stuff here. 1970. My bro Danny Death Horn salute to you. Made a comment in one of the Nascar bootlegger videos I did. And he said he liked them old Superbirds, the old Daytona, the old Winged Warriors. And what I'd found here, I looked at Daytona and I found some Talladega. Seems that I looked at 1969 and those Dodge Daytonas weren't running Daytona. They were just still the old Dodge Chargers. But right here I found the winged cars, the Mopars, the Plymouths, the Dodge winged cars versus the Fords and the Mercurys, the Talladega and the Cyclone. So basically it's a Mopar versus Ford thing going on today. And that's something that's lacking today. You know, all the cars look. And somebody in my comments said, you know, might be different manufacturers with stickers. Well, hell no, they build their own engines. There's nothing Toyota about the Toyota or the Ford or it's just a name. It's just a sticker. It's all the same fiberglass, a motor that's built in a shop. There's nothing showroom about any of the cars. So what was cool about back in these days was you could watch a car run a race on Sunday and go into the showroom floor Monday morning and buy that thing if you had the money or credit. So enough of my bullshit. Let's do some bootlegging here. Let me blow this up.
90 laps to go. In second place, David Pearson. In third place, Bobby Allison, and Buddy Baker is in fourth place at blistering speeds. Long-wearing poly-glass tires.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy. It's a little old.
International Motor Speedway is the world's fastest closed course. It measures
Yeah, you're not going to see a winged car like that anymore. I think they tried it a few years back in the early 2000s. What a disaster that was.
13 cars qualified at speeds in excess of 190 miles an hour. And at the end of this punishing 500 miles is a purse of $138,000 with more than 20. The Talladega 500 back in September blew an engine down the main straightaway here, but other than his car, and I believe it was Dave Alonso, who blew an engine, we really haven't had too many mechanical problems. Our last count, we had something like 33 cars of a starting field of 40 still in the race. But to bring you up to date a little bit more in detail on that, here's Keith Jackson.
I think, Bill, one of the most revealing or unrevealing factors of the race so far is during the first 60 laps, we have no real opportunity for anybody to...
Oh, come on.
Running in the same lap. Bobby Allison, Buddy Baker, and Bobby Isaac, who was the pole sitter and has been in a challenging position.
Dodge Daytona.
That's getting fresh rubber. This rubber they're using today is almost like a drag slick. It is a very slick tire engineered specifically for this track and this race.
And a good, fast pit stop of only about 16 seconds for Bobby Isaac, who, keep in mind, is in fourth place, but one lap apron, and Allison is backing up. Well, this could be a real major mechanical problem. His pit crew frantically looking down there. Dodge Daytona Charger.
A lot of winged cars in this.
I think on this mesh screen.
There's some Fords. Finally, the Fords are coming in. Yeah, here are the Fords. Fords and Mercurys.
Particularly in trying to negotiate the track at these remarkable speeds and look for directions and instructions.
I always liked Torinos and the Cyclones.
And under the yellow caution light, this being the fourth one we have had so far in the race, everybody ducks in to take on rubber and gas.
And out.
Many of the drivers felt that opening both of the windows along that mesh there let much more air come in, created a little bit of noise for them, thereby stopping their ability to really feel a tire when it went bad, or perhaps even...
Buddy Baker! Buddy Baker, Buddy Baker. Love saying Buddy Baker. That's just cool as hell.
Buddy Baker turned the last lap at 195 plus miles an hour. He is in the lead by about a second and a half over Pete Hamilton. As this race, the Alabama 500, is coming to you live from the Alabama International. Trying to pick up Baker to get a clocking on him. I want to see just exactly how fast he is running, because he may try to not run it flat out, and so he can hold it together. After all, these are the critical miles. We are on lap number 145.
This is 1970 Alabama 500 if you want to see the whole race. I bootleg. I make no money.
ABC's championship.
Glad to bring it to you for free.
Alabama 500 will resume after this message.
And we're going to keep.
But I have Buddy Baker at 191.37 miles an hour.
Buddy Baker. Ain't that cool as hell to say, Buddy Baker?
So he's gaining ever so fractionally on the leader, Baker.
Buddy Baker.
Incidentally, next week on ABC's Wide World of Sports, these same cars and drivers will be in action live once again from the North Wilkesboro Speedway. If he does before Hamilton gets out, of course, he will be in the lead. So we'll keep our eyes both on Pete Hamilton and also on Baker. 23 out of the original 40 cars are out on the track, and Buddy Baker has come by. He has regained the lead.
It's time to pit stop.
I believe Bobby Isaac is also going to pit. That is the third place car. And here comes Pete Hamilton out.
As he moves down pit road, heading for the track to reach speed again, he's approaching 30 seconds behind Buddy Baker as he goes.
Still chasing Hamilton. That is right. He is chasing Hamilton. ABC's Championship Auto Racing live coverage of the Alabama 500 will resume after this message. I know, but we can play it back, can we? Driver's out. Okay. Woo-hoo. Well, that just about does it for Pete. He can stroke it. And here's what happened as we show you the tape. On fire, he spun it around, and that, my friends, shows coolness, if you excuse the pun, under fire. Before we ended, we only have 9 laps to go. It is conceivable that the race could end on the yellow flag, and of course it would be a great stroke of luck, racing luck for Bobby Isaac. He's not having to run very fast here, and of course no strain. Fuel might be is the leader. So because of that flurry of pit stops and because of the little confusion there that did reign for a while in scoring, Nascar indicates that Pete Hamilton is the leader and Isaac is in the lead, and we have a green light coming on. The safety car is out, and this ought to be something to see if Pete Hamilton can hang on to the lead and if Bobby Isaac can pick up any ground on him. Now, Isaac is the #1 car out in front, but Hamilton's right behind him. And remember, if Hamilton should take...
It's like you got 3 Dodges and
he would have a lap.
a Mercury and a Ford. It's about an even split, but the Dodges look like they got the advantage. That's Cale Yarborough there.
At this point, let's preface everything if that...
The Mercury Cyclone, Woodbrook.
Right. And thank heaven they have it. As they head down the backstretch, Isaac trying to stave off Hamilton. He doesn't want to be lapped here, if that is true. But as you see, even though he is out in front, right at that point, he is still the 2nd place car in the field. Cale Yarborough is a couple of laps down. He's in car number 21, and they will be completing lap number 182 here. Pete Hamilton, and actually the 4th car, as you look at them there, he is the 4th car back, and he is actually our leader. And in case you joined us late, Buddy Baker, who had led for the majority of the race, although we had 23 different lead changes just at the halfway mark, but he did lead more, I believe, than anybody else, caught on fire coming into the tri-oval, got out of the car okay. He's been taken as a precautionary measure to the infield hospital, but his car caught on fire. They extinguished it, but he is out of the race. That enabled Pete Hamilton, who was running 2nd at the time, to come in. Now, there was a pit stop that Pete Hamilton by and call it as we see it, because we're coming down to the 186th lap, 185 laps. It was Hamilton and Isaac, either one of which, and so we'll just have to wait until they examine the tape. But we do.
Yeah, their scorekeeping back then wasn't that great.
Will be the conclusion of the race.
They weren't sure who won the race, Bobby Isaac or this Pete Hamilton guy.
As soon as we find out from NASCAR, we will give it to you officially, but we've had 2 different versions here now, and I hope you'll just bear with us on how it happens. We've had more pit stops than at any other time in a Grand National NASCAR race. And of course, when cars come into the pits, it does put an added burden on the scores. You have to punch in and punch out. And they are going to make a decision on that as soon as they complete the debate. The debate is going on between...
All right. The number 40 car, Pete Hamilton wins it. I got to get going. Thanks for watching this. I'm trying to get 7,000 videos. My last one with Bobby Isaac at the Nashville one, I meant to shut him off and keep talking for a minute, but I shut the thing off. You know, accidents happen. Shit happens, don't it? Thank you for watching. You can subscribe. I don't know what I'll come up with next. I do different things. I got a variety on my channel here. Horn salute, race fans.
The scores.